I'm Dr. Stephen Gapps, and I'm a curator at the Australian National Maritime Museum. Welcome to Vikings Beyond the Legend. We are Vikings! The Vikings came from Scandinavia, from Denmark, Sweden, Norway. They exploded across Europe, to the east and to the west, across to Turkey, Istanbul, Baghdad, and then across in the west they went to the British Isles, then Greenland, Iceland, and even across to America. Vikings were people who raided and traded overseas. Most of the Scandinavians actually stayed at home. Possibly 80% stayed at home and worked on the farms and didn't go adventuring, which is what the term Viking really means. The Vikings were regarded as excellent seamen. I mean, that was one of the classic elements of the Viking Age, their seamanship, and it was very important in Viking stories and mythology. Sometimes it's been written about burning boat burials at sea. More commonly, a boat was buried in a mound with the important chieftains' personal possessions and symbols of power buried inside the vessel as well. Well, an important status symbol for Viking men, particularly warriors, was their arms and armour. Which Vikings had swords determined their wealth and status. A sword was a very expensive item to make. For men and women as well, jewellery and costume and decoration on their clothing was an important indication of wealth and status. The concept of Hagar, the image of Hagar is wrong. There's a much more complicated view now being established of Vikings, what they looked like, what they dressed in and wore, that is not like the Hagar the Horrible. This is the fact, and this is the fiction.
Now showing for a limited season. Book now.